High school sports on Ticket TV is brought to you by your local McDonald's on Main Street and Union Street in Bangor and Wilson Street in Brewer, Greenway Equipment Sales, Next Home Experience, Casella, Firehouse Subs, Levesque Business Solutions, Heroes Sports Grill and Entertainment Center, Varney Mazda, Hidden Meadows Golf Course, Dean's Detailing, Northeast Driving School, Acadia Federal Credit Union, Uno Pizzeria and Grill, Colebrook Mitsubishi, North Star Waste and Recycling, Loring Job Corps, Praise Auto Sales, Glenburn Landscape and Supply Company, Doors Equipment, Fairway Auto Sales, Bangor Mall Cinema 10, Streets Landscape, The Fitch Company, Bangor Tire Company, Frank's Bake Shop, Pat's Pizza in Hamden, Tiller and Rye, Liberty Olton Insurance, Urban Pizza, The Growing Place, Tossie's Checkout, Betty's Ice Cream, Auto Radiator Service, Sweet Cheeks Bakery, Union Street Towing, Rise Co-working and Collaboration Space, Sweet Frog, The Henry's Bridal Boutique, Bennett Auto Center, Angelo's Pizza, Union Street Laundromat and Dry Cleaning, Mainly Audio, Knowlton Automotive, Varney Chevrolet, Hammond Lumber Company, First National Bank, Midcoast Denture Design, Hopkins Energy, Napa Auto Parts, Brewer Federal Credit Union, Queen City Athletics, Washington County Community College, and Down East Toyota. Now let's get you out to the action on Ticket TV. Hello everyone and welcome to Hedrick Field tonight in Brewer for this Class A girls soccer matchup. It's the Cross River rivalry between the Bangor Rams and the Brewer Witches tonight in Brewer. High school sports on Ticket TV, presented by Greenway Equipment Sales, your locally owned John Deere dealer, celebrating 30 years in business. See the Smith brothers in Bangor and Ellsworth, because nothing runs like a Deere. Nice shot of the moon right there. Mark Paulette and Ernie Clark welcoming you into the broadcast, and looks like a harvest moon out there for us, Ernie.
Yes, I was just going to say that is not the soccer ball they'll be using tonight. That's a nice, bright, fullish moon. I don't know if it's officially the full moon this evening, but it's getting close.
Ernie and myself coming at you from the Dean's Detailing broadcast booth. For over 5 decades, Dean's has been Maine's auto detailing leader. Renew your vehicle's appearance, protect your auto investment. Feel good and look good in a clean, shining car. Book your appointment at deansdetailing.com. And Ernie, our broadcast booth is perched above the pitch here at Hedrick Field, the new look turf field of the Brewer Witches.
Yes, this field is getting a lot of action as a practice site for a lot of sports, but it's also one of the home fields for the Brewer soccer team as well. It's a pretty vast piece of artificial turf, and then, of course, off to the left of us are brand new tennis and pickleball courts. Separate courts. I think it's four or five tennis courts and a couple of pickleball courts. Of course, that sport growing leaps and bounds. So this is something that I know that David Utterback, the athletic director, has had on his mind for quite a few years, and finally it's come to fruition, and a lot of teams getting used to it. A lot of the teams practice on this field, including the football team. They practice on this field at the same time using different parts of the field. It's that big, and but on game night, it's just the team that's playing the games or hosting the games. They get to get their enjoyment underneath the bright new lights as well. That is part of the project. So we've got a rivalry game here tonight. First meeting of the season between Bangor and Brewer. They met in the quarterfinals of the Class A North Regional last year. It was 1 versus 8. Bangor the 1 and Brewer the 8. Bangor had to scratch out a 2-1 win. So kind of indicative of a rivalry type situation where a lot of times the games may turn out closer than you might expect them to turn out. And Bangor off to a 2-1 start this season, coming off their first loss of the season to Camden Hills in a rematch of the Northern Maine Final from a year ago. And Brewer at 1-2, looking to get back to 500. There you see him right there. Bangor in the 6th spot. Lost to Camden Hills 3-0 down in Rockport last Friday. One of Brewer's losses also is to Camden Hills. That was a season opening 5-1 loss. Matter of fact, Brewers losses, both of their losses, come to the 1 and 2 teams in the standings. Mount Ararat also beat the Witches 5-1, and then Brewer got on the board with the first win of the season over Messalonski. That was a 1-0 victory, and the Witches in 9th place right now in the 12-team division.
High school sports on Ticket TV, presented in part by your local family-owned McDonald's on Main Street and Union Street in Bangor, as well as Wilson Street in Brewer. They're hiring for early mornings and late nights. Start at $17 and up. Search for these locations at jobs.mchire.com. Our coverage also presented by Next Home Experience. For the third straight year, Next Home is the market leader. Get looped and get sold with Next Home Experience. Well, Ernie mentioned these two teams met in the postseason a year ago. We'll take our first time out here in the pregame show, and when we come back, we'll get you a look at the program history for the Witches and the Rams. That's around the corner. We're about 11 and a half minutes away from the kick tonight in Brewer between the Rams and the Witches on Ticket TV.
Nothing runs like a deer.
And nobody knows better than our loyal customers.
Since 1994, our family has proudly sold and serviced John Deere products. Our customers know that quality and reliability set John Deere apart.
And right now at Greenway, take advantage of this offer.
Get 0% APR fixed rate financing for 60 months on a John Deere compact utility tractor with a 6-year powertrain warranty.
For more offers, go to greenwayequipment.com.
See the Smith Brothers today at Greenway Equipment Sales, Ellsworth and Bangor.
At Firehouse Subs, a portion of every purchase helps provide life-saving equipment to first responders across the country. So at Firehouse Subs, we don't just make subs. We make subs that are big, bold, and craveable. We make our subs differently because our subs make a difference. Like our spicy Cajun chicken with Cajun seasoned grilled chicken breast and a house-made Cajun mayo. Firehouse Subs. Enjoy more subs. Save more lives.
Visit 920 Stillwater Avenue.
Desk jobs aren't for everyone. Some of us want work that moves, work you can see, work that matters. Others might call it dirty, but we don't mind. At Casella, hard work isn't just a means to an end. It's something you can build a life on, and it's important work that keeps society moving. Casella, good pay, good people, good life. That's the power of hard work.
Your local family-owned McDonald's on Wilson Street in Brewer, Union Street and Main Street in Bangor are currently hiring new team members. Schedules that fit your life with full-time, part-time, and flexible schedules that adjust with your needs. Pair individualized schedules with tuition assistance to further your education. It's a great, future-focused combination. Apply today at jobs.mchire.com. Search for your locally owned McDonald's on Wilson Street, Union Street, and Main Street. Explore your future at jobs.mchire.com.
You deserve a clean car. Let the pros at Dean's Detailing renew your vehicle's appearance and protect your auto investment. Enjoy your ride. Dean's gift cards are the perfect fit. Dean'sDetailing.com.
He can't catch a football, but he can fetch you a home. Catch Luke at Next Home Experience.
Doyle Field under the moonlight tonight for this contest between the Witches and the Rams on Ticket TV. Bangor 2-1 in the early season, while the Witches 1-2. Although, opposite results the last time out. Bangor looking to come back from a 3-0 loss that they suffered at Camden Hills on Friday. The Witches coming off a 1-0 victory over Messalonski last Thursday. Ticket TV coverage brought to you in part by Firehouse Subs. For a limited time, try the new Firehouse Captain's Club. Oven roasted chicken covered in melted pepper jack cheese, crushed red pepper flakes, crispy bacon, shredded lettuce, tomato, and onion on a toasted sub roll with the spicy Firehouse Hero sauce. Only at Firehouse Subs, 920 Stillwater Avenue in Bangor. Ernie, I feel like we're in a club right now. We're in the VIP seats up here with the music blaring, seats kind of shaking, the atmosphere building around us.
Yeah, you need just some blinking lights, I think.
That's all we need, a little strobe action.
I'd be totally lost.
As we continue on with the pregame show, let's take a look at the program histories, beginning with the visitors from Bangor. Rams, a long storied history in Class A soccer, as you see now on the screen.
Yeah, kind of a perennial power here since the turn of the century. state runners-up in 03, 05, and 10. Finally broke through, win a state championship in 11. 12 and 13, state runners-up again, and the second state championship in 2015. And they've been on the brink since then of regional and state championship efforts. Last year won the regional title and lost to Scarborough 2-0 in the state. So actually the state runners-up should include 2023 as well, because that's the most recent one. And
just not chronological.
Oh, look at that.
They
Here
threw
it
it
is.
at the front
it's
on you.
on the left instead of the right, yeah. That was baffled me. I'm easily baffled. But anyways, so they are right in the mix. Again, it looks like right now, based on the early season, Bangor and Camden Hills are the top two candidates. Bangor lost to Camden Hills. The only loss in the regular season last year was against Camden Hills, and they were able to avenge that in the Northern Maine final by a 2-1 count. So they're hoping that history repeats itself this year, because Camden Hills already has the regular season win over Bangor by a count of 3-0 last Friday.
And for the Witches, time now to look at their program history as a ball came hurtling towards our director, Max Pottle. Witch is still looking for a breakthrough at that regional level.
Yep, had a great year in 2022, 7-4-3, and a solid run in the playoffs. This past year, 3-9-2, got the final playoff spot in A North, and as I mentioned, played Bangor in the quarterfinals. Close game, 2-1. The Rams won that game, but the Brewers still, the Witches still looking for their first regional or state championship.
Coverage on Ticket TV, presented by, Hero Sports Grill and Entertainment Center. Whether you're watching some sports at the bar or taking the family out for a great meal and some fun, Heroes is the place to be. The official sports grill of Ticket TV in downtown Bangor and at herosportsgrill.com. Also presented by Levesque Business Solutions, your one-stop source for office equipment or office furniture. It's Levesque Business Solutions. Call 942-2226. And Casella, good pay, good people, good life. Find your place at powerofhardwork.com. Take another time out in the pregame show. When we come back, Ernie's keys to the game as we get you set for the kick between the Witches and the Rams, about 5.5 minutes away on Ticket TV.
At Midcoast Denture Design, we truly understand the importance of offering an affordable treatment plan that always considers your needs first. We create beautiful new full and partial dentures, as well as offering repairs and relines to your current dentures. We want your denture to fit comfortably, be affordable, and most of all, make you happy.
At Midcoast Denture Design, your smile is what matters most. In fact, it's our job to make sure you have a smile you can be proud of at a price you can afford.
Call Midcoast Denture Design,
because everyone deserves to have an awesome smile.
Maine's largest network of parts just got a little bigger. Coastal Auto Parts, newest location in Bangor, has all your automotive needs to get you to the moments that matter most. Whether you're a professional mechanic or just need a little help, find everything you need all under one roof. Our knowledgeable staff is here to assist you with friendly service and expert advice right here at 200 Sylvan Road, just off I-95. Drive in, stock up, and hit the road with confidence. Coastal Auto Parts is owned and operated by a Maine family that...
You've always known what you wanted, no matter how far down the road it looked. We're here to help you get there. Brewer Federal Credit Union. BrewerFCU.org.
Think you can't afford college? Think again. Right now at Washington County Community College in Calais, tuition is free. Yeah, free tuition for recent high school graduates at Washington County Community College. So if you graduated between 2020 and 2023, or will graduate in 2024 or 2025, you won't pay anything in tuition or mandatory fees while you pursue a degree or certificate full-time. Enroll today and see just how good free can be. Learn more at wccc.me.edu or call 207-454-1.
Make the switch to Hopkins Energy, your trusted source for #2 heating oil. In Maine's challenging climate, emergencies can happen anytime. That's why we offer fast and responsive emergency fuel deliveries, as well as automatic deliveries. Our dedicated team is always just a call away, ensuring you never run out of fuel. Dependable service tailored to your needs. Visit hopkinsenergy.com.
We're back at our broadcast perch here at Hedrick Field, getting ready for some high school soccer. Class A between the Bangor Rams and the Brewer Witches, meeting for the first time this season on Ticket TV with our coverage presented by Varney Mazda. Varney Mazda offers an extensive new and pre-owned Mazda inventory, as well as competitive Mazda lease specials, finance options, and expert Mazda auto service. Varney Mazda, 260 Hogan Road in Bangor, and at varneymazda.com. Well, Ernie, we've got some keys to the game coming up in just a moment. First, let's show you the player spotlights for this match tonight, and we will begin by shining the spotlight on a Bangor Ram.
Yes, Claire Oldenburg, junior midfielder. She teams with Tegan Athley back there to provide a potent 1-2 offensive punch for the Bangor Rams. So far this season, they've combined for much of Bangor's offense, and Bangor has been explosive. They go shut out by Camden Hills, but
18 in their first two games.
Before that, beat Hamden 8-2 and Mount Blue 8-0. So they've scored 18 goals this season. If I can find Oldenburg, 5 goals and 3 assists so far this season, and Tegan Athley, 5 goals and 1 assist. They're the two forwards up front. Oldenburg led the team last year with 23 goals, and Athley had 20. So again, quite the 1-2 punch for Coach Jay Kemble.
And for the Brewer Witches, here's who we're putting the spotlight on.
Yes, Lauren Van Edestein, senior forward, one of the fastest players in the state. She's a top sprinter at the state track meets over the last couple of years, and she's somebody that Bangor is going to have to keep in check. Brewer has scored I believe, 3 goals this season, and she has scored 2 of them. She has 2 goals to lead the way, and she's one of the primary offensive forces for Phil Trammell and the Witches.
See Lauren right there wearing the captain's armband. Those player spotlights brought to you by Colebrook Mitsubishi, New England's #1 volume Mitsubishi dealer, featuring a 5-year, 60,000-mile major comprehensive warranty and a 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain warranty. Rates as low as 0%. Colebrook Mitsubishi at 337 Madison Ave, Skowhegan, and at colebrookmitsubishi.com. All right, let's take a quick look at the rosters here before we bring you Ernie's keys to the game for the Bangor Rams. Big numbers and quite a bit of upperclassmen there as well.
Yeah, 7 seniors, 8 juniors, 6 sophomores, and 2 freshmen for Jay Kemble. And you see, again, the good depth. That's the varsity roster, and then the JV roster they have also has somewhere around 20 players, so good numbers for the Bangor Rams in their high school soccer program.
And talking numbers, an impressive turnout on the other side of the river, too, for the Witches program this fall.
Yes, indeed. Varsity roster is comprised of 9 seniors, 7 juniors, 6 sophomores, and 4 freshmen. 26 players on the varsity roster for Phil Trammell. And then they also have another 15 or so on the JV squad. So both these teams good with numbers, and you kind of wonder how having the turf field over here, much as it has impacted the Bangor program playing on Cameron Stadium's turf, how this affects Brewer, not only, well, particularly in soccer for the purposes of tonight, but in all sports, really, where you've got a great facility to play on. And, of course, the folks here at Brewer will find out over the next handful of years as the kids get used to it that are playing here, and the kids that aren't here yet look forward to playing here sometime.
Yeah, certainly going from the change from the natural surface at Doyle Field for all these years, which, of course, is also the home for football, so it can get chewed up a little bit over the course of a week. You're dealing with some bounces that maybe aren't the truest on the soccer pitch, and then you come out here, you're playing on a fine carpet at the new turf field here in Brewer. Ticket TV coverage brought to you by Hidden Meadows Golf Course, featuring the Par Bar and Bogey Grill, a 300-yard driving range, a fully stocked pro shop, and a 9-hole course that fits your game regardless of skill level. It's Hidden Meadows Golf Course, where golf is for everyone. You see the Bangor Rams being announced to the crowd across the way here in Brewer. While the players get introduced, Ernie, what are your keys to tonight's contest?
Well, for Brewer, it's to hold Bangor off early in the game to give themselves a chance to play into the game. We mentioned Bangor scoring 10 goals against Hamden, 8 goals against Mount Blue, 18 goals in the first 2 games. Now, they got shut down by Camden Hills, but I think you're looking at Camden Hills as perhaps the preseason favorite, along with Bangor, in the division. But if Brewer can kind of close it down and play their way into the game, you might get a game similar to what we had during the regional quarterfinals last year, when it wound up being a 1-goal contest at 2-1 And for Bangor, I think they've really got to keep an eye on Lauren Van Enstein at all times, because she is the fastest player on the turf here this evening. Again, a top-level sprinter in high school track, and the leading scorer for the Witches. And she's the type of player that can break on a counterattack, let's say, and what might have been minutes of domination is a goal the other way, certainly. So we'll see how Bangor handles that, whether they mark up Van Enstein or just kind of rely on defensive positioning and just make sure they keep an eye on number 17 of Brewer.
Now the Witches being introduced with a special team captain making the way onto the pitch before the team does.
Savannah Medore.
Ticket TV coverage brought to you, and actually those rosters brought to you by Varney Mazda, an extensive new and pre-owned Mazda inventory, as well as competitive Mazda lease specials, finance options, and expert Mazda auto service. Varney Mazda, 260 Hogan Road in Bangor, and at VarneyMazda.com. Ticket TV also presented in part by Northeast Driving School. They've been the leader in driver training since 1969. Register for driver's ed courses today at Greater Bangor's #1 driving school. Go to northeastdrivingschool.com to select your course. About halfway through introducing that Brewer Witch squad, we'll take our final time out of the pregame show, and when we come back, we'll be ready for the kick tonight from Hedrick Field. The Witches and the Rams. Kickoff is next on Ticket TV.
Your local professional, eco-friendly office space partner is Levesque Business Solutions, your one-stop shop to get the job done. Handling all your office furniture and printing machine needs at an affordable price. Offering full system integration into your workplace and local service on everything we sell. We can even remote monitor your system with just-in-time inventory and service need assessments. Little to no downtime gives you peace of mind. At Levesque Business Solutions, your solution is only an email or a phone call away.
Have you tried the new happy hour specials at Uno Pizzeria and Grill? Just $6 gets you cheesy garlic bread, mozzarella sticks, buffalo chicken quesadillas, cheeseburger sliders, and much more. Monday through Friday, 2 to 6 p.m., 9 to close, and all day Sundays. Don't forget about the dough raiser at Uno's. Schedule a dough raiser for your local fundraiser and earn up to 25% of event sales. Contact your local Uno Pizzeria in Bangor for more details at 725 Stillwater Avenue, and place your orders at 947-5000 and unos.com.
To my first Mazda, thanks for always being there for me. Watch after your next owner, as you have me.
Find your Mazda today at Varney Mazda in Bangor.
Now's the time to get a great deal on select Kubota equipment. Part of the #1 rated tractor brand for durability and owner experience in the U.S., they offer the versatility and reliability to get the job done right, all year round. Right now at participating dealers, get a Kubota compact tractor for 0 down, 0% APR for 84 months.
Acadia Federal Credit Union keeps you in touch with your money using our mobile app, Acadia Go. Access your account anytime, anywhere. Check balances, transfer funds, pay bills, and even deposit checks with the tap of a button. That's not all. Now with Apple Pay, use your fingerprint to pay for purchases. It's quick and your account information is never shared. Apple Pay is safe and private. Acadia Federal Credit Union. We keep you mobile.
That nip in the air can only mean one thing. Dorsey's fall introductions have arrived, and we need to make room. Hundreds of items have been marked down store-wide. Flexsteel Thornton sofa in a great quality Revolution fabric, list price $23.99, now only $8.99. Power reclining lift chair that lists for $10.99, now only $5.99. Dorsey's fall clearance is a perfect time to get any room in your home ready for the winter months. Dorsey Furniture, Route 1A, Holden.
Desk jobs aren't for everyone. Some of us want work that moves, work you can see, work that matters. Others might call it dirty, but we don't mind. At Casella, hard work isn't just a means to an end. It's something you can build a life on, and it's important work that keeps society moving. Casella, good pay, good people, good life. That's the power of hard work.
And with that, we are ready for some soccer tonight from Hedrick Field in Doyle. The Rams and the Witches ready to go at it. Each team playing their 4th match of this Class A high school soccer season in fall 2024. Our coverage on Ticket TV brought to you in part by Uno Pizzeria and Grill. Come check out the patio in front of the restaurant at 725 Stillwater Avenue in Bangor. You can buy 1 pizza while dining in, get a second of lesser or equal value for just half off. For takeout, call 947-5000 or order online at unos.com.
Well, 4th match, 14 matches in the regular season. So that's somewhere between a quarter and a third. Time flies.
Yeah, it does.
We'll be playing regular season matches until, probably into about the teens of October, and then we're on to postseason play. It goes by fast, but big game for both these teams here tonight.
Seems like a fair amount of teams this year, too, have had almost backloaded schedules a little bit, where they're kind of easing into it the first few weeks of the school year before the schedule picks up in intensity.
I think one thing that happened, too, is that school started early this year because Labor Day was early this year, so I don't think they necessarily were playing many games like on the 1st, 2nd, or 3rd of September, but that was kind of like the first week of school, and so they could have played, I guess. There were a few. I think the first day that they could play, according to the MPA, was like the 5th. It was that Thursday before the first Friday of the season. So it's been, we're into like the 2nd week of game action.
And we are set to get this one underway. Brewer begins the game with possession, and we're off here at Hedrick. Jumping into the play there for the for the Rams to win away possession or to break up the flow of play was Emily Adams. Low back on it for Brewer, playing it forward. Ball being advanced via the head right there for 10 or 15 yards, and now Bangor sends one down towards the far corner. A Ram sprinting after it in the box. Right-footed shot takes a deflection, and Bangor, off their real first touch of the game, wins a corner.
Yeah, good pressure there. Again, Tegan Athley, number 2, setting that up with the pass ahead along the left wing, and ball was deflected out of bounds and attempted across by the Rams, and so they will get a chance to take a corner kick, first corner kick of the game.
Gabby Gordon over there in front of the backstop at Hedrick Field to deliver this corner. She swings it in, takes a deflection, and now heads back out towards Gabby. Gordon tracks it down in the corner, plays it off to a teammate. Long swinging pass takes a deflection off of a Witches defender, but into the arms of Gabby Chassie, and Chassie fires it down the field to try to send Brewer in the opposite direction.
Yeah, Chassie, a junior, her 2nd year as a starter for the Witches, so got some experience in the goal for Brewer as well as Bangor with Eva Coombs, who was a senior in net.
Avery Clark beneath us, tossing the ball back into play. I'd say producer Max Pottle and Kim Mitchell, who's running the scoreboard tonight, they might be in harm's way down there, right at midfield, a couple of paces away from that out-of-bounds line.
You're the 12th player.
Brewer with a nice job here, playing it up ahead into the corner. Jillian Ford giving chase. Actually, that was Reese McKinney, wasn't it?
22, indeed.
Might be one of those nights where the numbers play a little bit of tricks on us from our vantage point.
Although the lighting here is pretty good, and it's probably only going to get better as it gets darker. Reese McKinney has a goal and an assist for Brewer so far this season, so she's been one of their primary scorers along with Van Enestein on that wing, with Van Enestein playing center forward.
Bangor trying to work it up from the back. Once again, it'll be Clark to throw it back into play. Had to hold up for a second as another ball had made its way onto the pitch. Now Clark brings it back in the direction of Emily Adams. Actually, that was Oldenburg down in front of us. Brewer trying to work the ball into the midfield and get a little sustained run with possession, which is switch the play and take it across the far side of the field.
It was interesting there. They tried to cross the field, change the field, and they tried to get the ball to Van Edestein at the same time and let her get out in some open space against a single defender. Bangor did a pretty good job of defending, but Brewer maintains possession.
Brewer firing it in to the edge of the box. Bangor first to deal with it, but the Witches jump right back on possession. Attacking with an angle, and now a free kick is going to be awarded here to the Witches.
Sharp angle, but essentially similar to a corner kick. Here it is.
See a replay of what happened there.
Yep, the ball was just kicked over the goal off that free kick from the right wing, and Bangor will have possession.
A little bit of a breeze picking up here at Hedrick. See the flag markers on, what is that exactly? A field hockey goal, or is that a rugby
where the
post?
That's a football goal post.
That's a football goal post, one of the
old timers,
portable ones.
Yeah, old timers. They all used to be like that back in the day. Now I'm sure that's portable because there's not one at the other end right at the moment, but that's, here's a lead pass.
And the flag is up, ending that move for the Rams.
Yeah, offside's the call. Lead pass was headed toward number 10 for Bangor, Kylan Athley, younger sister of Tegan, sophomore midfielder.
Witches will send some black jerseys up the pitch. And now knock this one forward from their back line. Is that Van Edestein giving chase? You see the speed right there as she closed down the angle and wins possession for the Witches, playing it back to a teammate. Cross comes in and just wide of that post on the left side of goal. Brewer inches away from knocking the ball into the back of the net.
Yeah, here's the pass back for the quick shot. One bounce to settle it. And Brewer had somebody at the far post. That's Reese McKenney, but Coombs got in the way just enough so that McKenney couldn't get to the ball. And Brewer off to a decent start here on the offensive end at times. And against that speed, it's kind of helping them. Fast break, if you will.
Oldenburg dropping back there for the Rams to win possession. Now out to Clark at the right back position. Clark charging forward, gets around one defender. Now sends a pass into the middle of the pitch at the feet of Oldenburg. She doesn't have to be anywhere near goal either to get a shot off, as we saw in the season opening win against the Hampden Academy Broncos when the Rams put 10 goals on the board that night at Cameron Stadium.
Oh, she's dangerous from 35 yards in off the direct kick.
Oldenburg passing it forward, a little bit of a mistouch there. Brewer advances it up that far sideline, but back into the 18-yard box where Eva Coombs is waiting. Coombs will send it deep. Met right around midfield with Bangor jumping onto possession. A nice job at the back by Brewer to clear that ball out of play because there was not much behind that last black shirt.
No, it seems to be back and forth that way with both teams getting some opportunities as the midfield play is very aggressive in terms of setting up offense, no matter which team we're talking about.
First 7 minutes off the clock tonight in Brewer. Scoreless so far on Ticket TV. Coverage brought to you in part by Acadia Federal Credit Union, a full-service financial institution with 8 branches, 3 in Bangor. The Rams on the attack. Do they have the angle? Low shot comes in. Deflection. And the Rams take the game's first lead. Off of the deflection, Emily Adams knocks it into the back of the net. And just like that, Bangor 1, Brewer nothing.
Yeah, talk about fast breaks. There's Bangor. Ball is in. Trying to get a number on that. It's a 2. Shot is blocked at the near post, but Chassie couldn't get control of it.
Rough deflection, too. You could see it in Chassie's face as the ball deflected right out towards Adams that was standing in front of net. All she had to do was wait for it and slot it home. Good effort by Avery Clark down in front of us to keep that ball in play.
I wonder if that was, I'm trying to figure out who had that assist on the other side of the field, and it might have been Gabby Roy, number 7.
Rams jumping back onto possession here. Give and go up the sideline to the goal scorer. Adams dispossessed, but out of play for a Bangor throw. Right on the other side of that post. That's part of our broadcast booth.
Emily Adams with her 2nd goal of the season. She has now 2 goals and 1 assist.
Brewer winning the ball away, trying to bring it up the near sideline. But it finds its way back to the feet of Oldenburg. Oldenburg off to Gordon. Good through ball here for the Rams. Unable to convert on the first attempt and then swatting at it with the other foot, sending it offside netting. Tough to tell just who that was as we get a peek at the replay.
It's 2 or 7.
Tegan Atherley.
It's Tegan Atherley. She had the assist on the first goal as well. Number 7.
Bangor starting to pepper that goal. As now Brewer's on the ball in the midfield. Pass up ahead, just out of the reach of its intended target. Looking for Violet Damon where the witch is. Bangor getting ready to make a triple substitution here with Maddie McLean, Aislinn Gifford, and Georgie Stevenson down in front of us. The Witches will also bring on a new player with Jillian Ford at the ready. Add one more for Brewer as well, Riley Bailey stepping up to the touchline. Way out of goal here, poked through by Brewer and just wide of the near post.
Brewer's had a couple of opportunities here.
Eva Coombs almost caught well outside of goal there as the ball was played ahead. Is that Benedestein giving chase? You see her making up all that space to get the right toe to it.
Coombs comes out to cuts off the angle and does just
She
enough
had
work.
Just enough of that angle. Perfect math by Eva Coombs there as she came charging out of goal.
Yeah, she must be good at geometry and advanced math and stuff to kind of calculate that in her head before she went out there.
She had the compass out on that one to find out the angle, certainly.
That was a perfect job there.
Here's Oldenburg with the ball just shy of midfield for the Rams. Trying to pick out a teammate. Instead, she drops it back for Gordon. Gordon dispossessed as Brewer able to win away the ball. Oldenburg comes back and will be called for a foul.
Yeah, see the play in the middle of the field. It led to the the push off with the right arm by Oldenburg.
Sent forward by Brewer, a little too far there off the free kick taken by Lauren Lowe. Wonder if the breeze is affecting that ball at all.
Seems to be coming from our right to our left, although more angled from the near side to the far side a little bit.
She looked a little surprised at how far that one floated on her. Here's Bangor trying to play a through ball up ahead. The Witches just able to clear that out of play. It'll be a Bangor throw.
So much of this game, especially on the turf, is about creating lanes. And you pass through the lane and let the person you're passing it to kind of go get it and chase it down. That time couldn't quite do it, but creates a lot of pressure on the defense.
Put out a play behind, and that'll be a Bangor corner. Looks like Oldenburg going over to deliver this in for the Rams.
See where all the Bangor players start out right at the 18-yard line.
Cross comes in a little deep. It's outside the box. Bangor goes back to collect. Chase was the first there. Brewer denying the first lane of entry. Brewer trying to dribble. The Rams trying to dribble through traffic here and doing a nice job of it. Now left-footed shot comes in.
Ooh.
And a little too tall on the effort.
Is that JoJo Kluge, number 1?
I believe that was JoJo Kluge
Look
coming
at this
up
with
from
the
the
left
back.
foot here. Draws the defense to her and then goes over the top and just over the top. Dangerous play, good dangerous play by Kluge for Bangor as they put the pressure on here.
Yeah, I can hear Bangor coach Jay Kemble off to our left applauding his left back there for the run that she made. Coverage on Ticket TV brought to you in part by Loring Job Corps. Don't settle for training just to get a job. Get training that results in a career at Loring Job Corps. Visit jobcorps.gov. Rams jump onto a loose ball in a dangerous area. There are the Rams taking aim from long distance as that ball goes just wide of the upper right-hand corner.
Good effort there. Trying to get number 16, perhaps. Georgie Stevenson, the freshman for Bangor, who already has 3 goals here in her rookie season at the varsity level.
Yeah, she was active in that season opener against Hamden on Ticket TV. Oldenburg trying to feed the freshman. Stevenson poking around the first defender. It gets around another. Stevenson to the back line. Cross is blocked, and it'll be another corner coming up for the Rams.
Third corner kick for Bangor.
Gabby Gordon heading over to the corner to make the delivery for the Rams. Gordon's cross comes in, met first by the Witches, cleared out as far as Clark. Clark stomps on the ball, plays it forward, and that one gets all the way through, skipping off the turf, back to Chassie in goal.
That's a couple good minutes of pressure by Bangor there, though. Had their chances.
Rams jumping right back on the ball, trying to keep that pressure flowing from left to right here at Hedrick Field. Rams making a substitution as Kylan Atherlin checks into the game. Aislinn Gifford coming off.
Yeah, Gifford sat out last year with a knee injury, so she's back. We got a wrap on that, or a brace on that left knee, but seems to be out there running at full speed.
Yeah, Coach Kemble asking how it's feeling as she comes off the pitch. Aislinn said, doing fine, doing good. 15 minutes off the clock tonight in Brewer. Rams leading this contest 1-0. And they've really settled into the game over the last 10 minutes or so, keeping much of the action down at this end of the pitch.
Yeah, they're controlling the ball at the midfield and not allowing Brewer to make the turn and fast break like they did early in the game, feeding ahead to Van Edestein.
Brewer deals with this attack, trying to counter in the opposite direction, playing it forward and just beyond the reach of Riley Bailey, who went sprinting after that pass.
Bailey, just a freshman, by the way, one of 4 freshmen on the varsity roster.
Clark right down below us. Bangor trying to play it up the sideline. Just a moment, we'll send you off to a picture-in-picture break, but keeping an eye on the action here at Hedrick as Gordon tries to advance the ball for Bangor. Oldenburg plays it back. Bangor looking to recycle. And stepping up and losing the ball, one of the Bangor center backs. So here come the Witches in the other direction. Pass forward is intercepted by Bangor. Back and forth we go near the midfield.
A good play by Sophia Chase of Bangor, number 3 there to change possession and give the ball back to the Rams.
Brewer backline doing a nice job of picking off passes too as Bangor tries to play it up ahead to the attackers. Put out a play by Brewer.
Jay Campbell in his second year coaching the Bangor girls soccer team. Before that, he coached the field hockey team for a year. Also the girls varsity basketball coach at Bangor High as well. He was a heck of a baseball player at Mount Blue High School in Farmington, and then at Colby, and then at the University of Maine back in the day.
Rams jumping on the ball, taking it out wide, able to get around the defender. Initially was Stevenson before taking a hard tumble down to the turf. It was blocked, I believe, on the camera angle by that post that's part of our
let's see
broadcast perch.
Going to have here for a play. I guess it's going to be a goal kick for Brewer.
Yeah, no call on the play.
No,
Stevenson just going down.
A little contact there, and Bangor folks wanted a free kick, but it's going to be Brewer that has possession.
Maddie McLean making her way off the field for the Rams as Bangor continues to bring in some of their bench depth. Oldenburg with a turn, finds Gordon. Gordon a little pocket of space, passing it off to her right. The Rams trying to get it out to the edge. Brewer knocking it back towards the midfield. Bangor playing it through the back line. There's a perfect through ball up ahead. Is that Atherley poking it home? And Bangor doubles their lead just like that. One pass, one touch, 2-0. Rams in front.
6th goal of the season for Atherley. Now, again, that's using the lanes, that kind of the imaginary lanes there to pass the ball ahead. Let's see here. Boy, didn't see that number there. But a great pass, and Atherley beats Chassie to the ball and kicks it to her left into the net for goal number 6 on the season for Tegan Atherley as well.
Atherley, of course, a University of Maine commit to go play for her dad in the Black Bears next fall. Back underway with the Rams leading now 2-0.
I think it might have been 10 on the assist, but I'll try to take a closer look when we see another replay.
If that's the case, it would have been Atherley to Atherley.
Yeah.
Bangor in an attacking position once again as that diagonal ball was picked off, but a flag was up anyways, signaling offsides.
It's a lot easier when you've got a field mark with football lines to determine offsides when it's close.
A little visual aid out there on the pitch here at Hedrick.
Also easier for us to tell how long a kick is. You got the 10 yards of the football end zone, and then you've got 100 yards of field on each.
Chassie had a goal to collect that ball. She'll knock it up the pitch towards midfield. Bangor backline the first to it. And with the ball nearly trickling out at midfield, we'll get ready to send you off to that break, but we'll keep an eye right here on the action at Brewer. Back with the commentary in just a moment on Ticket TV. Well, actually, let's hold on to it until after this move is completed. As Clark trying to jump back on the loose ball for the Rams. Brewer ushering it off to the sideline. And now we will send you off to that break here on Ticket TV.
High school sports on Ticket TV is presented by your local family-owned McDonald's on Main Street and Union Street, Bangor, and Wilson Street in Brewer. Greenway Equipment Sales. Nothing runs like a deer in Bangor and Ellsworth. Next Home Experience. Get looped and get sold with Next Home Experience. Casella. Giving resources new life. Firehouse Subs. 920 Stillwater Avenue in Bangor. Levesque Business Solutions, your one-stop source for office equipment and furniture. Hero Sports Grill and Entertainment Center, the official sports grill of Ticket TV. Varney Mazda, located at 260 Hogan Road in Bangor. Hidden Meadows Golf Course, where golf is for everyone. Dean's Detailing, the leader in auto detailing since 1971. And by Northeast Driving School, Greater Bangor's best driver's ed for 55 years.
We're back here in Brewer with the Witches on the attack. Bangor jumping into the picture there to dispossess and sending the ball in the other direction. Chassie waiting for it at the edge of the area. If you're in the mood for mouth-watering pizza or Italian food made from fresh ingredients, check out Angelo's Pizzeria in Bangor and in Hamden. Ticket TV coverage also brought to you in part by Blackfly Coffee Company. Start your day off with Blackfly Coffee, a local coffee shop with drive-through mobile ordering, serving the best coffee in the area, along with bagels, bakery items, donuts, and fresh squeezed lemonade at 107 Main Road in Holden, just across the Brewer line. Which is tossing it in from the far corner, over in front of the Hannaford Plaza along the way, or across the way, I should say. Now it's Bangor with possession once again. Oldenburg patiently waiting for teammates to catch up. She rolls the ball off. Looks like the Rams are trying to get it back towards Oldenburg. Picked off by Brewer. And then a handball will go against the Witches.
Yeah, that's Madison Shaw there with a good defensive play initially, but ball popped up and hit her arm, and so Bangor gets the free kick from out around midfield.
Rams sending it forward with some white shirts back near the edge of the box. Bangor actually the first to get a touch to that ball. And now it's Oldenburg holding off teammates, passing it forward. Is Atherley onside as she blasts one on net, and Chassie has to poke it over the goal. There were no flags up, so that was a clean shot in from Tegan Atherley.
Yeah, quick turnaround here is Oldenburg here. She's going to turn and see Atherley in front on sides, so she turns, quick right foot, and the hands by Chassie. That was close as to whether or not that was going in if it didn't touch her hands. Right about at the crossbar. Now a corner kick.
Cross comes in from the Rams to the back post, cleared off the goal line after Chassie couldn't make a connection. The ball pops back to her, and she rolls it up ahead as the Witches try to counter quickly.
Yeah, the corner kick perfect to Georgie Stevenson. Got a head on the ball, but Chassie reacted very quickly and prevented the Rams from expanding their lead.
Vanetta knocking it down the pitch and winning a throw for the Witches deep in the Bangor end. Brewer making a substitution here with Devin Hoare coming off. Jocelyn King entering the contest. Another look at that shot from Atherley.
Yeah, it's a blast. It probably was going in, actually. It seemed like it was low enough. Very close. Good job by Chassie. He's pretty tall back there in goal. Used that height, outstretched arms to prevent the Rams from scoring again.
Working with just one ball for the time being, as you saw that one on the replay
that's
go
on the parking
flying
lot.
into the parking lot, having to be retrieved right now. So a little bit of a delay as we waited for the ball to make its way down to the other end of the pitch for that throw. Bangor winning away possession and a free kick here as a foul goes against Kylan Atherley. Approaching 15 minutes remaining in the first half tonight. Bangor in front of Brewer 2-0 so far. Which is trying to deal with that free kick. But Bangor wins it right back. Gifford cutting in, leaving it for Atherley on the diagonal run. Atherley with a shot and parried wide by Chassie at the near post.
Yeah, good job by Chassie for seeing what was coming as the ball was slid through from Gifford to Tegan Atherley, and Chassie had the short post covered, and the ball goes out of bounds for another corner kick for Bangor. Corner kick number 5 for the Rams.
Once again, it's Gordon over with the delivery. Gordon swings it in. Chassie comes to meet it and does so at the front. Dorsey Furniture at Route 1A in Holden is where you can find Dorsey's top pick Eastman House Queen mattresses in 5 comfort levels, on sale now, starting at just $699. Novus Auto Glass is your stop to get your windshield repaired or replaced. Call Novus today at 945-6488. Good run here from Bailey, hanging on to possession until she loses it out. Fed up the sideline to Gifford. Gifford trying to get around her defender. Running shoulder to shoulder with Addison Pelkey. Now spinning back and laying it off for Clark. Clark will have a go with Chassie outside of the goal, but Chassie able to back up to the mouth of the net and grab that one out of the air.
Yeah, that particular shot served as a shot and a pass if somebody had been able to get to it, but Chassie worked over to the far post and reached up to grab it. Yeah, Bangor's kind of taking control of this game here over the last 15 minutes or so, and I think one of the things I like most about Bangor is the spacing of the individual players. They don't get all jammed up with each other, and it creates opportunities in passing lanes for each other.
That one a little too strong, out for a Brewer throw. Both teams making substitutions as Sophia Chase comes back in for the Rams. It's Violet Damon and Reese McKenney back onto the pitch for the Witches.
I also don't see much dribbling by Bangor. It's a dribble or two and then looking ahead either to find a lane to pass into or find a teammate to pass to. It's enabled them to put a lot of pressure on.
Goal kick is brought down by Oldenburg. Oldenburg up ahead to Atherley. Kylan unable to make the turn. Here's Clark on the ball. Gifford returns it to Avery. Clark into the midfield. Gordon knocks it forward to Atherley, who gets dispossessed as Brewer knocks it into space. When we get a second, we'll show you the school profiles for these schools competing tonight on Ticket TV. As that ball's put out of play, that's going to be another Bangor corner coming up.
Number 6 here in the first half for Bangor.
12 minutes remaining in this first half of play.
Tegan Atherley to do the honors from the far side.
Our coverage brought to you by Bangor Window Shade and Drapery, offering custom blind shades, drapery, and outdoor awnings. Find Bangor Window Shade at 105 Main Street in downtown Bangor. Atherley's delivery floats into the edge of the box, met by Gordon, takes a deflection out wide. Brewer now knocking it out of play, and that will be a throw? No, it'll be a corner.
Be a corner. It was very close. No,
it'll be a throw.
Be a throw.
It'll be a throw right down there in front of the corner flag. Actually, Bangor takes it a little deeper than they needed to. All the way to the back line for the Rams, quickly ahead. Nice job there by the Witches to shoulder the Rams off the ball. But once again, it doesn't get beyond Clark.
Yeah, Clark a defender, but she's pretty active in the midfield as well in terms of ball possession and helping the Rams advance the ball into a threatening position.
Gordon trying to lift one over the top of the Brewer defense, almost able to. Rams bring another sub to midfield. Maddie McLean re-entering the contest. Gifford once again coming off, making those short runs as she comes back from injury. Clark's throw off a deflection finds Oldenburg. Oldenburg through a crowd trying to feed it up ahead, but the flag is up for offsides. All right, we have a second, so let's check out the school profiles. First, Bangor High School.
Enrollment 1193, Paul Butler, the principal, Stephen Enstein, the athletic administrator, Sam the Ram, the sometimes mysterious mascot for the school. We don't see him that often. Did you know in 1791, settlers of Bangor decided to petition for township. The name was to be Sunbury. However, the man sent to Boston began whistling one of his favorite tunes, Bangor, Welsh Hymn. When a court official asked him what his town wanted to be called, the man thought he'd been asked the name of the tune he'd been whistling. So instead of saying Sunbury, he said Bangor. That's how you get a name, huh?
Yeah, there's all kinds of stories about how exactly Bangor was named Bangor. I've heard another one where that clerk just simply forgot the name halfway there, so he said, well, Bangor's what I'm thinking of now, so we'll go with it.
Bangor's his tune. He's one of his favorite tunes, so he's lucky the song wasn't named something else. You never know why, but it could have been something a lot worse than Bangor. That turned out to be a pretty good name.
With the ball down at the other end of the pitch, let's show you the profile on Brewer High.
Brewer, 705, the enrollment. Brent Slowakowski, the principal, and David Utterback, the athletic administrator for the Witches. And did you know John Brewer, who was Brewer's founder, built his home in this area, i.e. Brewer, Maine, and you see it on the picture to the left. The White House near the church was possibly his home, although the exact location is still being debated. There's a lot of controversy about that one.
Man of mystery, that John Brewer.
Indeed, but he was known well enough to have the city named after him. He must have done something right.
I think back in those days, you just showed up and said, hey, this is mine now.
First come, first named?
Yeah. My name is Brewer, and therefore so is this land.
It's okay. Bangor and Brewer, those are two names that kind of fit together as twin communities, if that's what they are. I know there's a rivalry there, so.
Knocked up ahead. Atherley trying to get behind the line. Poked out. And another corner coming up for the Rams.
See Atherley putting on the Jets there. Come from behind to forced the issue by Brewer, kick that ball out of bounds.
Thought for the longest time that Brewer was the King City. Just figured it must be
I
as
see.
a child.
King City and the Queen City, yeah. There's a few Queen Cities, right? I think Cincinnati
Yeah.
might be one, and Charlotte, North Carolina is one as well.
Yep.
I don't know if there are any King Cities.
Gordon with the cross over Chassie's head. She was calling for a whistle from the refs, and I believe she got one. That ball might have crossed out of play before looping back in on the corner kick.
A little contact there as well between Chassie and number 10 for Bangor. Kylan Athley kind of jockeying for position. I don't know if that had anything to do with anything either, but good physical play by both players.
A couple of deflections might set up the Rams off that goal kick. 2 quick passes to the feet of Oldenburg and a timely interception there by the Witches.
Yeah, the Athley sisters there in the middle of the field kind of setting that up off the goal kick, but Oldenburg could maintain control.
Gordon winning away possession in the midfield. I feel like I've said that a couple dozen times tonight. Between Gordon and Clark, those 2 players in the midfield for Bangor, the ball does not advance beyond either one of them very often.
No, they've really handled the field and really taken control of this game out there. Again, Bangor dominating time of possession here over the last 30 minutes. And those 2 players are the reason why Brewer unable to get anything started on its offensive end. Can't get it through the midfield.
There's Gordon once again, just jumping on every loose ball as we mention her name.
And Kylan Athley plays with her back to the basket, so to speak, a lot, back to the net, and kind of redirects, runs traffic there in the forward line, looking for a teammate to pass it back to so they can get a run on it. It's been pretty effective.
Pass forward by the Witches, deflected out of play.
Big Brewers ball.
Devin Hoare cut off on the sideline. Addison Pelkey to toss it back in for Brewer. UMaine Online offers 60-plus online degree and certificate programs through Maine's flagship university. Apply now at umaine.edu/online. And North Star Waste and Recycling, conveniently located at 198 Dirigo Drive in Brewer. At North Star, they are picking up what you are putting down. Brewer thumps it back down in the other direction. Chance here for Vanetta Stein briefly, and then she got a knee to the ball with Coombs out of net a little bit, but Bangor able to rally to the ball.
Able to get numbers back there. It was like 3-1, and still Van Estine almost got solid foot on it. Not quite, though, but that's the danger she presents at the offensive end for the Witches.
Giving chase here for Brewers. McKenney down into the corner. Ball knocked out of play. And a little confusion as to whose throw it is. It will be a Bangor throw. Up the sideline to Oldenburg. Oldenburg trying to feed it ahead into the path of Stevenson. Stevenson still going after the ball, pressuring relentlessly and knocking it out of play.
Yeah, let's see. It looks to be, no, it's going to be Brewers ball. But a heck of a play, first by blocking the pass up the side of the field and then pressuring her way down into the offensive end.
Clark to Gordon. Gordon lost the ball between her feet and gave a shove there. That's going to be a free kick going in the other direction.
Yeah, that's a pretty easy call there. Here's Clark she centers it, and then, yeah, she wards defender off the ball to try to maintain possession, but here's Bangor back with it briefly.
Brewer sends it deep for Coombs to collect. Coverage on Ticket TV brought to you in part by Bennett Auto Center. Experience the Bennett Auto Center difference at 99 Thatcher Street in Bangor and online at BennettAutoCenter.com. We're also brought to you by Tiller and Rye, a local grocer located at 20 South Main Street in Brewer. It's proud to offer products from right here in the great state of Maine. Don't forget, coming up at the half, it is the Heroes halftime show on Ticket TV. We'll bring you first half highlights, game recap. Rams looking for a third. Atherley has it. Tegan Atherley, calm, cool, and composed before smashing that ball into the bottom right corner for her second goal of the night.
Yeah, lead pass there by, is that Gabby Gordon? And that sent Atherley in all by herself, right foot. Chassie had the near side covered, but Atherley went to the far side and scored uncontested. That's a nice assist ahead. Again, looking for those forward lanes that she can pass and have the forwards for Bangor. In that case, Atherley chased the ball down. Gabby Gordon with the assist, and Tegan Atherley with her second goal of the game and seventh goal of the season.
Gordon getting a little breather here for the final moments of the first half. She's certainly been hard at work over the first 37 minutes and change as Clark makes a run deep here for the Rams. Played out by Brewer. Clark with a quick throw to get it in.
That was first assist of the year by Gordon. Gordon does have one goal to go with it, and Atherley now up to 7 goals and 2 assists on the season.
Brewer trying to clear it away. The Rams trying to jump back on the attack, and that time drifting just beyond and into an offsides position was Georgie Stevenson, the freshman.
Yeah, pretty close play, but you can see there she's ahead of the defender there. And again, using the lines there for football, you can kind of see the offsides pretty obviously. And Eric Danboyce, the linesman, right on top of it.
Clark kept the ball in play along the sideline. Bangor back into possession, though stolen away there in the middle of the pitch by Taylor Grant. Grant gives it back to the Rams. Played forward, and now it's a foot race. The Witches the first to get it, and they just send that ball off to the far sideline with a minute 15 and counting remaining in this first half.
Yeah, one more chance for Bangor to apply some offensive pressure here with a throw-in from fairly deep in the offensive end.
Bangor with a chance in the final minute here of the first half. Played out wide. Be another Bangor throw. Into the middle of the pitch. Here's Oldenburg. Oldenburg in shooting position. Takes it,
Bang.
makes it. Clara Oldenburg